Welcome back to the Irrelevant Podcast. I'm Nathan Jones, co-host Alex Lewis. We've been gone for a couple weeks. Sorry, everyone. We're back. Life
in that golf game, not.
Life changes. Life happens.
Yeah, Nathan's a busy man now, and I'm not.
It was a wild first couple weeks. My goodness.
Yeah. How is the teaching gig?
Great. I get to train weights all day long, and it's great. So
that's cool.
It's funny. The weights classes have definitely been like a blow off class forever at this school, and so like my roster numbers were pretty big at the beginning because they were just throwing kids in my classes, and then the amount of emails that I got of this kid dropped your class, 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 because they like saw that we were gonna have to actually do things.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah, because we do a syllabus day, and so I outlined kind of how things were gonna go and how hard we were gonna work, and we were gonna get after it every day. And you know, I treat it just like it was if in my gym. So they didn't.
Not having it, huh?
Not all of them liked the sound of that. So, but
what percentage you think dropped out?
Half. I would say half.
Half.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say half. Because let's see.
Reflect poorly on you then, as a teacher? Or?
No, I think that reflects poorly on the culture of our current situation. But
they don't hold that against you.
I freaking hope not.
You're like trying to make it fun.
I will say most of our athletes tried to get in, and a lot of the just guys and gals that are just looking for a easy senior class got out, which is good. We have like college and career readiness classes. I was like, just go get in those. Like, they're going to serve you better. Well, I would probably serve you better than what they will, but you guys don't want to work hard, so I don't want to deal with you. So, and they were like, okay, fair enough. Like my first hour though only has 3 kids in it. I get to train 3 kids, so they're going to get a lot of attention and a lot of detail. But
how many classes is in a day?
So there's 7 hours. I have to teach 6 of them. We get a prep period. We get 1 prep period. So my schedule goes weights, and then I have freshman health, which God, that sucks. I get all the freshman boys in health class. So
oh no,
that's fun.
You got to talk about like STDs and stuff, don't you?
Yes. So that'll be fun. And then I have weights 4th hour, weights 5th hour. And then I have junior high physical education, which we're trying to make work. We have 64 kids in that class, which we team teach. And so we have all 7th and 8th grade in there. So what we're going to do is go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The 8th graders come to me, and I will let the girls lift one day while the boys are doing some kind of conditioning work. And then the next time they come to me on Wednesday, we'll flip-flop that and then just go that way. And then the 7th and 8th grade, they'll run 1 week or condition 1 week, and then they'll lift the next day and just keep rotating them through. So it's wild. 64 kids in a class and that's the last hour I have of the day. So it's just like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with it.
I don't think I comprehended what you just said. What you have.
Okay. So this is what we've
Monday,
came up
Wednesday,
with.
Friday is what lifting day, and
yeah, it's wild. So we have 64. So we also have another gym that they can go to. So the other teacher that I'm team teaching with, she okay, let's say on Monday, I get all 8th grade, which is 34 kids. So the boys, let's just say on that day, they're just going to do like conditioning stuff. I'm going to teach them how to do cars. I'm going to teach them how to do FRC. And then I'm going to teach them how to do conditioning that they can do on their own. Because by the time they get like dressed out, ready to go, we get the kids going where they need to go. We probably only have like 30 minutes to really do anything. And so the 7th grade, while that's going on, they're just going to go over there and play games with her. And then the 8th grade boys, let's say the boys are conditioning and doing FRC. The girls, we're going to do up on the stage, which is where our weight room is. They're going to do we're going to keep it simple: squat, push, pull, hinge, and then a carry, and call it good. That way we're hopefully building some kind of foundational template for them when they get to me in high school. So, but we get the 8th grade, since we think that we need to prepare them more for high school. We get the 8th grade Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the weight room, and they will just alternate.
And the boys and girls will flip flop.
Yep. We'll just alternate those. And then 7th grade, I'll only get twice a week. So they'll just have a conditioning day and a strength day. And we'll just kind of rotate back and forth between those and do the same template with them. So hopefully by second semester, we can start loading some actual intensity on their stuff. But we're going to do a lot of freaking goblet squats, and we're going to do a lot of pull-ups, and we're going to do a lot of weighted carries and things like that. So
Sounds like a hell of a day, sir.
it's a lot. It's a lot, especially because I get up at 3:30 and go do my training at 4, and then I have clients from 4:30 to 7:15, and then I leave and go to the school, and then I have baseball practice after school until 6 o'clock, and then I come back to the gym at 7. Well,
Jesus, bro.
about 6:15, and then I usually have 2 clients that are there until 7:30. Then I go home, go to sleep, and do it all over again.
Wow.
So quite the experience right now.
Yeah.
So like this morning, I had a makeup practice that I had to go do for kids that have missed practice, and then I went and scouted some teams. I went and looked at some teams that were going to play this fall. So just to kind of get an idea of what I'm in for and how terrible or how great or how good it's going to go. So
So you're not only the PE teacher, you're coaching baseball as well.
yes,
Wow.
loaded the schedule up.
Yeah.
So
Like, when I have a busy schedule, my sessions are fairly long and I get a break in between. You're crazy.
yeah, I think people think I'm a little psychotic too, because they're like, how can you even function right now, let alone give these kids all the energy and attention you need? And I'm like, well, I have just told myself to keep saying yes and just keep going. Like, just keep saying yes to energy, right? Like, if you think you're getting tired, just tell yourself you're not and just keep going.
And you run on Ghost.
Yeah, but I'm going to cut that next week. So we'll see what happens.
Completely?
Maybe 1
I
or
got
2.
one sitting here waiting for me.
I had the grape one again today. It was fantastic.
I can't find it. Well, I haven't really looked, but it's not at the 7-Elevens I go to.
There, it's really not that good. It's probably mid tier. It's probably a B tier.
B tier? Oh.
Yeah, it's not
But
great.
do you like grape soda?
I do, but this has a weird aftertaste,
Oh.
which I don't have that one right now. I have the good old reliable.
We have the 2 phase ones. Right. One day they'll send us a case.
Hey, FaZe
If they
Clan.
could just send me one case, I'd be happy.
FaZe Clan,
I
we're
don't
looking
need
at
like
you.
a lifetime supply or anything.
Yeah, just send me a case a month.
Yeah.
That'd be like,
Me $30.
that'd probably last me 3 days, but it's fine.
Last me 12. Like almost half the month.
Oh man.
But at least take care of the podcast supply.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's how you need to look at it. Just, you can only have one if you're on a podcast from now on.
I don't know.
I wouldn't get through my
It's like
day.
I've stopped buying as much pre-workout because I'll just drink one of those.
They work pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
I take that. I drink the sour green apple one right before I work out. I feel like that one peps me up pretty well.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's tart. I mean, it's very tart. So, oh man, I had to throw yesterday in scrimmage that we played, and so actually arm feels better than I thought it was going to feel. So that's kind of surprising. My lats, on the other hand, are like, what the heck, dude? What did you do? So,
Lots of lat work for the baseball players, huh?
yep. Well, they're just so piss weak right now anyway. Anything that we do with them will work. So I showed them what a 13-inch box squat looks like, and they did not like that. So
The baseball players did not.
none of the kids did. None of the kids liked going down to that 13-inch box. And you can tell they've been doing a lot of high squat work for their entire life. And they're like, Coach, that's so far down there. I'm like, welcome to squat depth. So
Yeah, I mean, you have to be above at least 5'9" to need 14 inches, I think.
I do have a few kids, and then I'm going to bring one of my own 14-inch boxes to accommodate them, because I do have some kids. I have some 6-footers, 6'2", 6'3". So they're going to maybe give them a 15-inch box even. So, because all we had were those old plyometric metal boxes that we were squatting on, and they're like 13 inches. I measured them, and they were having to squat down to those. And they're like, Coach, this is miserable. I'm like, I'll get you some higher boxes, don't worry. But for now, we just need to learn today. So have fun down there.
Do you just do it with an empty bar then?
Yeah, we're just first week of school is always weird because you got meetings here and meetings there. So first day is always like syllabus day. So you try to tell kids what you're about, and then second day, which was really cool. Actually, our booster club paid for 21 new 3/4 inch rubber mats. So if we happen to have a booster club member watching this podcast, which we probably don't, but thank you very much for that, because we were on a stage that was like older than the test of time, and it was sandy and slick and dirty and dusty, and so kids' feet were moving all over the place this summer. But they got us 21 rubber mats, so we went and got those on Wednesday, yeah, and put those up. And so we had to rearrange the weight room on Thursday. Finally got that to looking serviceable and good. And then, so let's see, Wednesday we did bench technique. We worked on bench technique, and then yesterday we did box squat technique. So, and jumps. We did some jumps, which the kids love those freaking OVRs, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, the instant feedback. Have you messed with the RSI stuff yet?
Not yet, but I've been watching all of your guys' stuff, and so that's coming down the pipeline.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. So explain the RSI index, because I'm trying to be smart about it and I don't want to sound stupid. So you're smarter than me. Explain the RSI.
I don't know that I fully understand it, but it's a combination of your ground contact time and your vertical.
Right.
And it gives you a readout. And basically anything over 1.8 is good.
Yeah.
Anything under is obviously area of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I was doing it with the hurdles like Cooper was doing, if I hit over 1.8, I would just move it up.
Right.
I think I got 24 inches and I was hitting still 2.1 pretty regularly.
Nice.
So, but it's weird because it seems like the vertical is more important than the ground contact time.
Right.
In that particular instance.
Right.
But I also think it could carry over to faster ground contact time because it teaches you how to like really jump off the floor.
Right. Yeah. So like depth jumps, implementing that in like depth jumps or something like that. But you could probably implement both, like the ground contact time and RSI on the depth jumps, and then probably see if both are improving, right? But I guess RSI measures that.
RSI feature will give you the readout for everything.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
It'll give you the vertical, it'll give you the ground contact time, and then it gives you your RSI.
Does that do it on the device, or is that on the app?
No, on the device.
Yeah. The device.
You can even select on the device which one
yeah.
Like which one is the big readout.
That's really cool that they have so many features jam-packed into that little display too, like how much you can see on that thing. You could tell they put a lot of thought into that thing for sure. It's super nice.
Yeah, so I'll probably have people do like some form of RSI, like maybe on a squat day do the RSI reading. And then I don't know. Let's just play with it, I guess.
Yeah. You could almost have 3 separate jumping days at this point. You know, I mean.
Yeah, most certainly.
Yeah.
So it's just figuring out which one you want on which day.
Yeah.
That good stuff.
And those numbers are going to tell you, like, and kids were kind of wondering, they're like, because I just did dumbbell jumps with them, and they were like, well, why can't I jump nearly as high with the dumbbells in my hand? And I'm like, well, because you can't put any force into the ground. Like, you don't know. You're force deficient at this moment. You're weak. So.
Yeah, and like you shouldn't be able to jump as high with that kind of weight, right?
Right. That's what I told him. I'm like,
you're not used to carrying that around.
I'm like, what is a representation of gravity? Like, what does it even measure? You guys even know? And they're like, no. I'm like, it's weight. That's your weight. So gravity's pulling on you harder when you have the dumbbells in your hand. So we're going to learn how to overcome gravity better. That's why we're doing this. And so
it's pulling on you the same, right? You just have a different load.
Right.
To create more force.
Right. So it was always funny because they were all pumped and hyped up when we weren't jumping with weight. And then you put the dumbbells in their hand and they're like, holy cow, coach. And I was like, yeah.
You give them like 10s or something?
I did 10s with girls and 15s with, or 20s with boys. So.
Wow. Getting heavy.
Somewhat. Girls did pretty good with 10s. But yeah.
I usually do 10% of whatever they would squat for 1 rep max.
I recorded all their numbers, and then I'm gonna look and see where the biggest gaps are, and then I'll distribute, like I'll put them in groups based upon like where I feel like if they need lighter or more. I was just trying to get like a baseline and see. So
that's fair.
Yeah, those girls are just, oh man, they're so weak. Poor girls. We got to make them stronger faster. We got some work to do. They were struggling. Some of them were struggling with the bar on a box squat, and I'm like, that's not good. So high schoolers. was like, that's not good, girls. We got some room to improve for sure. So, like, that's the good thing is like the ceiling's pretty much limitless now. Like, you guys you're gonna improve pretty rapidly if you actually will try and work hard. So,
Right.
we'll see what
That's crazy.
happens.
Half the kids dropped out.
That scared them. I think they're like, oh my god, this guy's gonna make us actually do something. So, because I think it's been a
You
very
scaring
big.
people is an anomaly.
Well, I don't know if I scared him. I just think I have standard. Like, I'm like, I told him every day, I was like, don't come into my class expecting to do nothing. Like, we're gonna work out or train every day hard. And if you're being a weenie and you're acting like a jerk and you got no energy and you're whining about being tired and all that stuff, like, just go walk stair laps. Like, I'm not doing anything with you. Like, I don't care. I only want to be around them. Like, I already want to be around the people that want to train hard. So if you know that you're going to be a frequent flyer and you're just going to walk stair laps for me, well, first, you're going to fail my class. Second of all, like, just get out. Like, I don't want to deal with you. Go away. And so it worked with some, not all, but.
Giving them a dose of reality over there, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I did tell him, I was like, now if you stay and you decide to stay, you're really going to enjoy this class, I think. I said, I think you'll really, really enjoy it because you'll actually get to see what real training looks like for the first time in your entire existence. So,
right.
We'll see. Some of them have accepted the challenge, but it's only been 1 week. So
that's fair.
But we have this large population of Asian kids that they play a lot of volleyball. And some of them were jumping upwards like 28, 29. I had a 30. So I was like, dang. But then you put dumbbells in their hand and they way back down because they're tiny. They're very reactive, but they're tiny. So they don't jump well with extra weight. But it was fun. It was fun to see. I think they enjoyed it. So
nice.
See if we can make some Wheaton athletic freaks. We'll see.
They'll be better than they were. So that's a plus.
I hope so. Hope I can do my job.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
That's what one of the coaches comes up to me. She's like, hurry up, make them better. We need to win some games. I'm like, I'm trying. I promise. I'm trying.
Yeah, it's a fine line you got to walk to not be too harsh and still have that standard, right?
I don't know. I everything that I'm doing is very demanding, and from the baseball side of things to the weight room side of things, like everything I'm doing is very, 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 very demanding with a very high standard. And my kids are eating it up. So
yeah, it's just how to deliver it. That's where I fuck up is I just
yeah,
I'm a little too hard.
Well, I mean, you just have less to tolerate, I feel like, than me, but
yeah, I should probably work on that maybe. Opportunity for myself.
personability, or what's the word? How would you say that? Be more personable. Is that how you say that? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Just,
I get it.
I look at it as more professional. I just sometimes don't.
Yeah.
Do well. Like I've realized when I'm working out, I can't talk to people.
Sure.
I have no filter and I don't have any tolerance. It was like the girl I'm trying to get as our guest next week, she has a video on her Instagram and she puts on like war paint and she's like, Aaron's not here right now. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the place that I go to.
Yeah.
Clearly can't be around others, or at least not many others when I'm in that place. Like it's not a good place to be.
I watched, I don't know what, it was one of your training videos and you were doing quad or hamstring work. I can't remember it, but like you were peeking over, I think it's something or the stack, and just the look of it looked like you were in such disgust or disdain or such like, I hate the whole world on your face. And I don't even know what you were thinking, but I could tell. Yeah, I could just tell. I was just like, he's incredibly focused right now. I wouldn't want to talk to him. So I wouldn't want to mess with that.
Yeah, I've just noticed that around the gym. I'm like, because I haven't been working out super early when there's nobody there. So there's people around. There's times where I just like choose to not do that part of my workout and I'll do it later because I don't want to be around people in that area.
Yeah. Get away from me.
Buddy. Yeah, exactly.
Is it pretty busy when you're training right now?
Sometimes. It's very frustrating.
Yep. It's like that kid that sent me the message that he's like, God, I hate commercial gyms. He texted me because he went back to school and they have like a YMCA. He's like, dude, these stinking soccer players are in here and they're such weenies and they're only got like 65 pounds on the bar and they're screaming and yelling. And I'm just like, he's like, God, I miss the AP. It's like, yeah, I get it, man. But
Yeah, the making noise thing and the I don't. It's that's part of the culture I don't quite understand.
like psychotically, just being silly or like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's like if you have an insane amount of weight, I get it, or like at least a good amount of weight, I get it. But if you're not there yet, like maybe that energy would be better spent focusing on moving weight.
yeah, yeah. I, uh, I like it when it comes from other people more. Like I like the people in the rack that are to be focused, obviously, but then like my kids don't understand how to be a part of a group and want to be successful. Like, I mean, you have to work with people in life and want them to be successful, I guess, or a team. Like, you know, you want the team to do well or whatever, but like they don't know how to be excited for other people while still trying to push themselves. And so if they do show that like level of excitement for someone else, I don't usually say anything about it because I want them to be super excited about that stuff for other people.
No,
So
I agree with that totally. It's I think it's very hard as humans for people to understand being happy for other people's success.
yes, yes. So
That survival instinct kicks in and it makes people jealous or they get, whatever. And it's I think that's a level of maturity that a lot of people don't ever actually achieve,
right.
right? Is getting to a point of like, oh, that's cool that someone's doing that. It'd be
Yeah.
like if I was mad at you for having the gym that I wish I had, like, hey, so, but like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
like that it's cool to see, but I think that's
Maturity
really hard
comes.
for people.
Yeah. Maturity is a big role in that because like I'm pumped when I see other coaches do cool things with their people, like you and like Zingler and Bird and Jared and Fahey and like all these coaches that we know, like, well, I can't reach that population. So like I want those people to be around coaches that can help them and influence them in the right direction. And it's like when those good things happen, that's great because I love seeing that stuff. And that comes with a level of maturity, like I said, but yeah, kids don't understand that. Like we were scrimmaging the other day against ourselves and they're getting chippy with each other. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just remember, we're all on the same boat rowing in the same direction, right? Like, I like that you're chippy and competitive, but like at the end of the day, we're a team. Like, we don't have to fight amongst ourselves and be ticked off when we leave at practice. Like, you can be chippy and want to compete, but like, don't hate each other, you
It
know?
can be personal, right? Like
Yeah.
it's got to be like, yeah. I mean, you want competitiveness and you want so like, although I don't know, Louis would try to get people to fucking like hate each other. So like,
Yeah. Little
it's
different environment.
I think it depends on the people you got to tailor it to, right?
It takes
I think
time.
it's just
Yeah, it takes time.
well, it's just yeah. Like
Cl-
Louis could do it because he had people that were absolutely crazy.
right.
Like the environments they were used to are far different than what I would say most of the population is used to.
I would say that the spectacle of people that we know and that would walk into that environment would probably turn around and walk out and go, no, 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 that's not it. It would scare people, I think.
Yeah, and like I've acquired two people that I help that are of the highest
Right.
level, and like their mentality is vastly, vastly different than anything I've ever had to experience before. And like
Sure.
to me, I'm like it's inspiring, but I now look at like most people and I go, you don't want to do this. Like
Right.
I don't. It doesn't bother me that you don't want to do this, but you don't. Like it's
You
not
don't understand.
not the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
Like trust me, there's it's not just not how it is. Which then I have to. So I got to do a better job of like analyzing and adjusting to that for others.
To the level of the person you're working with. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because
here's my
I fall
standard,
more on
but
the side of the fucking crazy people that are willing to do anything, right? So trying to like adjust and put myself in the shoes of someone who just wants to get better. It's like
right.
it's a for me it's different, right? Whereas getting them to understand how I am is different for them.
Right. Like not deviating from your standard, but being able to like get the goal out of them still, or get
Well,
them
the standard's still
progress.
working hard. It's just like
Right. There's
there
levels.
are,
There's levels to that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, there's levels to that.
extreme levels. It's like
Like
if
I
we get the girl to come on next week, I think it'll be a real eye opener for people to see. Like,
yeah.
oh, this person has won the world's strongest woman in two different weight classes, and like the level of intensity and the mindset that's required for such a thing is absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you go to the show? Were you at the show?
I went to the first day for qualifying.
Oh,
My
okay.
athlete unfortunately did not qualify, but
Oh.
yeah, that's where I saw this girl, and I
Oh.
like she's walking around with her war paint on and has like colored contacts in, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, who is that?
Psychopath. Yeah.
Well, I like to me, it's like motivating. And then I found her Instagram, and she's talking about like, oh, she's not here right now, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what all this is. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
can respect like that's I don't know. Like when I step on the platform, it's not me, for example. That's a different place. Like, and yeah, maybe it sounds crazy or maybe it's psychotic or whatever, but like you to do those crazy things, like say put 1,000 pounds on your back, for example, you have to craft different type of mentality.
Right.
It's not going to be the person that's like, hey, how you doing?
No, there's
And
a
just
certain
not
level of intensity.
not,
Yeah.
not the same being.
I tell
So,
kids, like, some of you guys are still too nice. Like, you're still too happy. That bar's not moving, not because you don't have the ability. It's because you're not mean enough to it. Like, you're not ruthless to it.
yeah, and some people I don't know ever will get that. You know what I
No.
mean? That's where like my strongman athlete who's very gifted. I don't know if he has that level of intensity to do it all, to put it all out there, to go out on the shield.
Yep. My kids at Wheaton are like that. Yeah.
It's a different thing, and I don't know if that's something you can teach.
Not to all. I don't think so. No, I just think that some people are willing to just kill themselves under the bar and others aren't. And like, are you willing to die a little bit to get those results? Some kids have it, and I think some kids don't. Some kids don't like lifting weights. And I told them that up front. I'm like, this is hard. Like, it's going to hurt a little. It's going to be hard and you're going to struggle. So like, if you don't like those things, then probably not going to like it. But like, I don't want you to like it overall. I want you to like what it turns you into. But like, when you're here training, this isn't the fun part. It's cool, but it's not like the fun part. You're not going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So
It's every strongman workout I do now is not fun at all.
I bet. Yeah. But you're getting faster. Your feet was moving at that bag.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can run with someone my size in my hands.
The floor was lava on that one video.
I mean, yeah. Like, well, I can't adjust the weight, so I got to try to move faster.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so
Strongman competition incoming.
never.
Never. He goes, no.
No, that's one like I can't grasp or wrap my head around how anybody would like to do that.
Wants to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, which gives me way more respect for the people that do. But I just
Seems I watched some of Kim's highlights and just watched some of her stuff. I'm like, man, those people, they're just physically and mentally just different human beings. Like they're just different.
yes. So the way I actually got that girl to respond to my message is, have you seen the reel that's been going around about the guys on the podcast? And the one
Oh,
guy's like,
say it again.
yeah, there's a reel going around of these guys doing a podcast, and this one guy's like, yeah, I can't get behind the strong woman thing. He's like, out of the grunting and blah blah blah, and like, and she posted it, and I commented, I sent her a message in the comments. I was like, I'll have you on my podcast. Like, just check your DMs. And like, this one guy is like talking about how it's okay for CrossFit girls to be like that, but the strong woman thing, like, it's just not for me. He's like, I like when the strong men do it, but not the. And I'm like, this doesn't make it like.
It's
I honestly think
hypocritical.
the chicks are more entertaining
Yeah.
than the dudes, and
Yeah.
part of it is just because they make me feel like a bitch. I think.
Ah,
Just like, man, I got a lot of
1000%.
work to do.
Yeah.
Like this girl deadlifted 600 pounds from 15 inches, and I'm just like,
Exactly. Yep.
Christ, like I really got to step my game up here.
It's wild. Yeah. Like if you ever think there's a moment where you think you are strong, you are not probably. It's like, oh my God. And then you go watch a video like that. Yeah. And you're like, okay, well, Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
wild, man.
Uh, and she's not like the biggest one either, but she's just like I think the mentality is why I wanted to talk to her. Like I want to
Ruthless.
know how do you get in that mindset and like what have you done to develop so you know what I mean? Because I don't know. I don't think it doesn't seem to be something that you can cultivate for everybody.
Yeah. How is that taught? Yeah, like how do you I've always thought about that like, well, teach it. I'm like, well, I don't really know how. Like, I don't that's not something that's taught, I feel like.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't know if that's like you can show people how to work through hard things, but like I
environment
don't know
maybe?
how you get them to flip that switch. And I that's why I think Louis athletes were where they came from were places that were not so good most of the time.
Yeah.
I think they had that do or die mentality already just from life experience or their environment that they were in before.
They have a different
So
fight or flight than we do.
getting under the bar was like one, not nearly as scary, and two, they were more willing to push to see where they could go.
Right. Cause like what's the worst that could happen to me type of situation.
Yeah.
Already seen the worst, already been in the worst, already had the worst. Like this is nothing. This is just lifting a weight for them, probably. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, crazy still. I think those people are crazy, but man, yeah, like when you've seen some stuff, what's it compared to like getting under a bar, you know?
Well, and I always say jokingly, and maybe it's not really that much of a joke. It's like, how much do you hate yourself?
Oh God, yeah. No, that's very true. It's like you got to be a different breed to want to get under 1,000 pounds.
Well, like that's what lifting's always been for me is a cathartic way to get rid of that fucking self hate.
It's fair. I was there for a long time. I'm not there really anymore, but I was there for a long
I
time.
wouldn't say I'm there on a regular basis, but that's where I go to when it comes time to move something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I remember at my first meet, I met this girl that was lifting, and she's a was it psychologist. She's like, it's okay to like craft a different type of thing, and like even Jay and Blakely's talked about it. He's like, think of controlled chaos in the form of like a hurricane or like a natural disaster, and it's like it's very violent, it's very fucking chaotic. Control that type of emotion, I guess, inside yourself to put forth into energy to move weights. And it's just not something everybody has.
No, no, different breed for sure.
Definitely a special niche.
That's why I have
And
so much respect for them for sure. I love watching
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's crazy. And like for me, it's like, well, I think I have that. It just takes me time to get to that level.
Or it's
Started late.
like take Mike for example, like all the stuff he's going through right now with his hip, and the dude is still like still getting under an egregious amount of weight in briefs to
Yep.
show you that like suck it essentially, like you guys are weenies. I don't care that I have a torn
Well,
labrum.
and I think he's doing it to prove to himself type of
Yeah,
thing, right? Like
yeah,
none of us do it to prove to anyone else
no,
anything.
but
That's
it's
what I
like
mean. That's where it's like the self-hate thing. It's like you hate yourself enough that you want to prove to yourself that you can suck it up and do this type of
yeah.
thing.
I still just think it's a huge middle finger though, because it's like if you and I talked about the things that we hear on a constant basis about, oh, this is hard, or oh, I'm tired, or oh, da, 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 da. It's like, yeah, shut up. Just get away from me. Like, I don't care. There's no excuse anymore.
Yeah, like one thing I don't allow is I can't. Like
Oh, I hate that.
limiting self-belief is not allowed.
I had a girl doing that on the jumps. She's not an athlete. She got in my weights class. She decided to stay, which I was like, hey, great, like whatever. But she's just very much that I don't want to, I can't type of thing. And we were doing jumps and instant feedback is there. And she started like 15. And I was like, all right, shoot for 16. She's like, I can't. I'm like, you don't know yet. You haven't tried. Jump. 16. Okay, do it again. 16 and a half. 17. 17 and a half. 18. I was like, don't say can't. Like, you don't know what you can do until you do it. You just have to try. Like, get over there and just try. And she was like, she just like smiled. And I was like, yeah, quit being a turd. Like, shut up. Stop saying you can't do something and just do it. Like go.
Yeah,
So,
that's the cool part of the weight room, right? Is like when you show them they can.
yep. Yep. And yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But I don't think they've ever known. Like they've never. Some people just don't know because they've never had anyone show them either. Like they've never given me any direction, any pat, like any way to go, any guidance. So I don't know. Those kids are just raised by wolves. They don't know any better. So
Well, yeah, I mean, does anybody?
no, not until they're shown.
I see the same thing with adults. Like it's not like that's probably the lucky thing about being able to coach the kids is you're giving them a head start on this and showing them that if you believe or and you try, then well,
Yep.
the limits are not really there. It's not the thing,
That's
right? As long as you're willing to not quit.
that's what a lot of people ask me. Like, what are you trying to work on as a coach? Like, what's your biggest like? Where do they need to get better the most? Like, where are you working on? I'm like confidence. They're like confidence. I'm like, yeah, making them understand that they're capable of doing more. They just haven't been shown. So when they become more confident and start to believe in themselves, the stuff that I'm doing on a baseball field is just fundamentals. Like, we're not doing anything crazy over the top to make them any better, but they're going to start, if you just continue to build them up and like believe in them and show them that this is how you do things, they'll just run with it. Like you don't have to, you're just steering the ship. They're on it. You're just kind of guiding them and giving them a path and they'll row the freaking boat. Like there's not anything magical about high school sports. It's just getting them to understand that like you just have to have a level of belief in yourself. So, and kids, people that have came to my practices and kind of peeked in and looked and they're like, kids look better. And I'm like, yep, because they have someone that just believes in them. Like that doesn't allow them to have a lower standard for themselves. Just keep
Right.
getting better every day. Cause like I say the word compete a lot. Like I yell it, I pitch after pitch, play after play, I compete, you know? And I asked them after practice, I was like, how many times did I say that today? And they're like, too dang many, coach, shut up. And I'm like, okay, well, do you understand what I'm trying to make you get here? Like, even when it's you like, even when you're sucking, you're not having your best day, things are terrible, it's awful, just compete. Like, can find something inside of you that's going to keep you competitive every pitch, every play, whatever. And good things will happen. So, like, coach,
Sure.
you got to stop saying compete so much. I'm like, yeah, I won't. So get used to it. Gonna compete. You
No.
got to. Got to.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way you get better, right?
Yep. Yep.
It's just we're programmed for efficiency and we want to do the easy thing and we want to fucking cop out and be like, well, I can't.
You can.
Well, is that true or is that what you're telling yourself because it's easy?
I'm proving to myself that more and more these last 2 weeks. Like people are like, how are you doing what you're doing? I'm like, just do it. Just do it. Just go do it. Just like
You did have that right.
Wednesday was squats. God, I hate squats. First of all, guys, I don't like it. I hate it. Squatting is the worst. And it was pretty heavy squat day for me anyway, for my standard. And what was it? 4s? Yeah, for 4. And I was dreading it, but I showed up and I did it. And then people were like, I don't understand. Like, you could have just taken a day off. I'm like, no, I cannot. I'm not allowing myself to say no right now. I'm making myself do it. I'm going to prove to myself that I'm very capable of doing this. I'm not going to let myself weenie out. I'm going to keep working hard. And then it'll be easier later on. So, or like Friday, it was like long week. They're like, you still going to bench press? I'm like, yep, I'm still going to bench press. And I hit a rep PR. So I'm like, you just don't know. Like, you just got to go. Just do it.
I was gonna say, man, if you had some strongman stuff, I'd make you want to go back to squatting so fast.
There's always worse things out there, right? Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get that. After we get the functional trainer, we're gonna start acquiring some strongman stuff. So
Man, I got basically 2 more microcycles and I can get back to doing normal stuff.
there you go.
Those 30 days cannot go by fast enough.
Are you excited to see how it transfers over though?
A little bit. I think the one thing I've taken away is that maybe I need to have a 15-day microcycle.
That's strenuous, huh?
It's not though. It's had that much stress or not stress. That much recovery in between.
Oh, you like it was kind of goes back to that adaptation thing we were talking about.
Yeah, I've just kept getting like even on accessory stuff, I've been able to like add reps and weight
Right.
and like stuff like that. Where it's like I know some of it's neurological coordination because some things are new. Also, I can get in more accessories, so like I can do three different types of calf work and tibialis work, and like it just gives me more time to do more things. And so if I really believe in push, pull, squat, hinge, and carries. Well, that makes it a 15-day microcycle in itself.
Right. And so by the time you could probably work tissue harder and more intensive too, by the time you get back to it, it's like fully recovered and ready for more of that stuff. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been using so I'll do like a form of brief maximal tension for the main movement. Then first auxiliary will be like the fifth set type stuff. And then I've been doing that, 6 rep max ARPE
Yeah.
or APRE?
AR,
I don't remember. Auto
APR,
regular, it's APRE,
auto
right?
progressive regulatory something, I think.
Auto regulated progressive
That's it.
exercise.
Yeah. Okay. I always get the two flip too. I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
remember. But
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, or no, it's APRE. God damn, because
Yeah.
auto regulated is one
Yes.
word.
Auto regulated.
So
Yes. Yes.
auto regulated progressive resistance
There it
exercise.
is.
But
Yes. Yes.
on those ones, I've been even sometimes when I add because I'll just hit the 8 reps to add 5 pounds.
Right.
Like most,
You're right.
like
I'm gonna do
it's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
And then on the next AMRAP, when I've added the 5 pounds, there's been times I've hit 8 reps again.
Oh wow. It's
It's
impressive.
like, okay, well, this is crazy.
I think with kids, that's a really good method to use. I think it's a really good method to use with kids to make them try and make them see that they can do more. So I think that's really
Yeah,
good.
those three as my main main movement stuff have been pretty interesting.
I think your 15-day microcycle would work for my kids too because of how little of time we get to actually train. So extending their training sessions in the days, basically taking one and making it two, I think could work in that kind of cycle as well.
Okay, I don't think I follow.
So like what you probably do is a big day and then two recovery and then another big day, two recovery, big day. Whereas like I could do the same, only big day, whatever my big day is, cut it in half one day and then take the accessory work, move it to the second day,
Oh,
recovery day, big day. You see what I'm saying? That's a possibility. I might look into trying to do something like that because I'm so strapped for time. Accessories are thrown by the wayside, but I think accessories are so stinking important that I got to find a way to get them in because when you only have 35 minutes of work, like if you get through the main and you get through the secondary workout, you're lucky. So,
yeah, it's hard to get people to understand that the accessories are what actually drive the bigger movement.
right. So I've thought about um, kind of what you were doing in one day, making that 2 days for my kids, where you were doing the most of your skill work, what you would call skill work, and then your accessory work later. I'll just take the later and move it to the second day, and then make Wednesday a recovery day, and then do another big day on Thursday and accessory day on Friday, and then give them the weekend to recover and come back in and do it again. So you'd have like a push pull week, and then you'd have, or not push pull, you'd have like a squat push week, and then you'd have like a pull hinge week type of situation going on. So, and then just trying to find a way to put carries into their recovery day. So could work. Don't know.
Good conditioning work. So
Right. Right. So on Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday, just make that their recovery day and just do a lot of carries. So
maybe.
problem is I have to figure out how to do carries with very limited amount of equipment. So very.
Well, you can just carry dumbbells, or they have rocks outside. Go find a rock.
That's what, dude, I thought about that. I was like, oh, I'll just make them. We'll just go on a field trip day and go out in there and just find some big old rocks and just carry them around the baseball field or something. And Oh, they'll hate me
Yeah,
for
I
it,
mean,
but
it doesn't have to be special equipment. You know?
no, no, I did. That's literally what the first thing I thought. I said, man, where can I find some rocks? Or where can I find some buckets? Find some buckets and put those big rocks, just fill them up with rocks and make them carry buckets. Because we got pavement right outside the gym, so we can just do like partner carries back and forth for the duration of the time. And I was like, that would work really well. We just don't have any kettlebells, but we could take dumbbells out there. You know, it doesn't matter. We could take dumbbells out there and do carries there, and we can do a lot of different stuff. So it's always funny when people are like, well, you don't have very much equipment up there. And I'm like, you don't need a lot of equipment. If you can't make them stronger with what you have up there right now, then you don't know what you're doing. I think Louis said that you only need some dumbbells and a squat rack. And if you can't make them stronger, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, for the most part, I would say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Definitely suggest some bands.
Yeah, I stole some from mine and brought them. Yeah. We'll do a lot of accessory work with bands.
Then you can do more conditioning type stuff with the bands.
Mm-hmm. And they're easy to set up, you know, so.
Yeah, if you have a rack, right?
I got 4 racks. That's the cool thing. They're old school though, man. Those racks are so old. The J hooks are like screws. You got to screw them out and then put them back in. And yeah,
really,
yeah. But luckily we have 8, so I put a setup on. They're probably only 24 inches deep, but I put a set of J hooks up to just put up so we can just move the bar up when we squat and then just move the bar down on the other side when we bench press, so that we're not wasting a bunch of time. So that's good at least, but it's interesting. I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to you. Oh, we got a bot. Cheap viewers on sentatiadana.com. No, I will delete this message. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir.
That's like all I get on Instagram anymore is bots that
spam. Yeah. Oh, I can't even delete it. How do I delete this? Oh well. No big deal.
Should be called Insta Scam. That's what it should be called.
It's gotten pretty bad out there.
Like most of the time.
I'll tell you where I get the most spam emails now and things like that is about this podcast.
Really?
Yep. People wanting to quote unquote help you grow for only a small price. We really like what you do on the Irrelevant podcast. Oh, really? Do you? It's want my money.
I'm a little over social media at the moment.
I am too, man. Our superintendent did a social media cleanse. He's like, I got rid of it all. Done. I'm done with it for a long time. I'm like, well, that's kind of hard as a superintendent, isn't it? And he's like, nope. They know my number. They know the school number. They can call me. I'm done.
Right.
So I'm done with it. I'm like, good for you. So.
Yeah. I mean, might do the same thing. Just disappear for a while.
I've thought about it, but I'm just like, man, my business is gaining followers and my Google profile.
I know, but where do you get the clients from? It's probably from them seeing the gym, you know?
Yeah. There's been a lot of calls and a lot of people inquire. So our new spot is really good. Now we got to get you down here to make these people die a little bit. My people are ready. They're like, when's Alex coming? When's Alex coming? I'm like, nah.
You're ready, huh?
You got to talk to Alex. I scared him the other night. I'm like, I'm going to bring Alex down here to show you guys what a 10 is. So if you think you're working hard on your accessories, you're not. I said, remember, I'm bringing him here because I love you, not because I want to torture you.
Because I hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting people to understand that too. Like I've inflicted punishment on people being late and stuff like that before, and they think it's just like for my pleasure. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to teach you a lesson of like, don't fucking be late.
Yeah, I had two kids late to practice the other day because they chose to go down to the gas station and get sunflower seeds and a drink, and they were like 2 minutes late. I made everybody run, and they were pissed. They're like, 2 minutes, coach. I'm like, 2 minutes is 2 minutes. You were late. This was the time we wanted to start. I want to be warming up at the time I put on the practice schedule. I don't want you.
It's 2 minutes of my time. Like now you're getting into my time. Like that's not cool.
Right. So I'm like, if two people are late, then the whole team is late. So we can't do anything until the whole team's here. So you're making the whole team fail. So it's your guys' fault for not holding them accountable also. Like, get them here. Don't let them do that crap. you know?
Only as strong as your weakest link.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, that's a tough lesson to learn when you're younger, I feel like.
oh, they hate it. They're so mad. Why do we got to run? Because they're late. And I'm like, well,
You guys are a team.
we're a team. Sorry about it. The standard is the standard. There is no deviating from that.
That is a rough one.
It's so wild. These kids, they just like every day, they're like, we didn't know that. We didn't know about that. We didn't know how to do that. We didn't even know that was a thing. Coach, we didn't learn that last year. Coach, we didn't know this. I'm like,
The baseball kids.
yeah, they're just so far behind. I'm like, it's okay. We're going to get there. Just give me some time.
We'll get you there, little buddy.
It's all right, buddy. They're also just so piss weak. They're so piss weak.
I mean, most people, right?
I had a kid that he's a pitcher, and he before I got here, he'd been chronically struggling with shoulder stuff, and so I did some quadrupt external rotation and internal rotation work with him. Quadruped, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Quadrupt. It looks like quadrupt in my mind. Anyway, we did that, and he was like, "Whoa, like your arm feels really good, coach." I'm like, "Yeah, welcome to it, bud." Probably just had some impingement going on in there. That's all right. We got it.
Yeah, like one of my new clients that I have remotely, I gave it to him one day, and then he asked me, he's like, "Can I do this every day?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"Of course."
absolutely.
Like, most people don't ever do that, but I mean, this person is a world record holder for a reason, so makes sense.
It's cool. I thought I'm a testament to FRC too, because like I said, I threw 40 pitches yesterday, and I mean I was chucking it. And I don't throw hard, but I mean it's max intent, and my shoulder feels really good today. Like I said, the only thing really sore is my lats. My lats are a little sore, but I was a little worried because like, man, what are my
better lat variations to do, huh?
I just need better equipment to set up better lat variations, I guess you would say, but
I think you have one pull down machine, right? Well, when you get that functional trainer, that'll be.
But I will say that I would like. I feel good. Like I think if I go do like my recovery today and like do everything I need to do and get blood flow back to it, I'll feel great tomorrow. So the weight room works wonders.
Pull downs. Those are been destroying those lately. That's been fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little bit of that action.
You can just feel it when you're in that position. You're just like, oh, this. Oh.
I can feel how much mine have grown just from fucking like when I like reach for my back for something, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
I can't touch.
This wasn't here before.
I can't touch. Getting too big.
Well, no, it's just like it gets wider, lower than it's ever like. I don't know.
Extending it out.
People think they don't have lats. I'm trying. Fucking trying, man.
James, what is his name? Oh, James Chris here. Hey, keep pumping and gaining. Yeah, we're trying to keep pumping and gaining.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Welcome to the podcast. First time chat.
I might be done bulking. I've just kind of lost interest in eating.
It's probably a sign.
Yeah.
It's funny. We finished the vertical diet, and we were looking at all the like sample meal calories and plans and things, and you see all the ones that have all the 500 grams of carbs and stuff, and I'm like, I'm doing that one. And people are like, wow, look at all the carbs you get when you're not trying to lose weight. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I had a client, we hit like a milestone weight loss, and then I gave him maintenance calories, and he just kind of hadn't been as hungry, lost another 5 pounds.
Not wild.
All right, well, that's cool.
How are we doing? I'm doing great. We're doing great. How are you doing?
Is James asking this?
James,
doing well, James.
James Chris here. First time caller, long time viewer.
To our podcast today.
First time caller, long time lurker, first time chatter. Oh man, there's probably not a lot of like.
Question, James?
Probably not a lot of health and fitness on Saturday. There's only 295 viewers in the health and fitness category on Twitch right now. So, do you guys do stretching or yoga? Neither really. We kind of stretch, but we don't.
I mean, FRC is stretching.
It's just very, very active.
Very active version of stretching.
Yes.
Because You can turn any stretch into an FRC thing.
Correct. Which is probably the right choice. I have a new kid that's interning with me in the mornings he just wants to be around it because he's wanting to learn, and he was reading through Science and Practice and kind of flip it, and he noticed the like you shouldn't stretch thing because it decreases power output before you do strenuous activity, and he was like, "No way, really?" And I was like, "Yep, yep." So he's like, "All the time we were stretching as kids and doing all this stuff like before we weren't supposed to do that." And I'm like, "Nope, not really."
That's where I don't know. I was listening to Dave Tate talk to someone about that, and they're like, "You want to be tight for some things," and I'm like,
It's a no.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, if you're activating the nervous system at end range, I think you'll have better carryover as opposed to just stretching, right? Like doing end range work, getting the connective tissue and the nervous system to be more active in that end range
Right.
may lead to better results. But if you are just doing a passive stretch, I don't think that's priming yourself for anything successful necessarily.
No. By the way, is it cool if I give you guys one short challenge for you both to give it a shot, if possible? Sure, buddy. We're game. We've talked to bots before, so just throw it out there. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but thank you for. I'm a little nervous about what the challenge is going to be. Yeah.
I know, right? Can you do one-handed push-ups?
No, it'll probably be one of those things where like you have to like stand up from this awkward position thing, or where it can like you just see.
Do a back bend?
No, I cannot.
I mean, I can't either.
All right, the suspense is killing me. Hurry. Final answer. Final answer. Oh, that was the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right?
No, that was Jeopardy, but
no, the one where they're like final answer.
Yeah. Yes, that is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think how many people even remember that show? That's still a thing.
It's still a thing, I think.
They redo it without Regis. Is it the same without Regis?
I mean, they definitely got different hosts, but like, yeah, I don't. Regis was the man.
It was so popular when we were younger. They had a fucking video game,
right? Yeah,
and it was the hardest shit in the world.
Yeah.
Did he? I never even got close to getting the $1 million question.
Regis passed away, didn't he?
Pretty sure.
I thought he did. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I gotta look it up.
Regis Philbin.
Pretty sure he did. It was pretty recent, I think.
When I was a kid, my parents would have Regis and Kathy on in the morning.
Right. Yep. 2020 during COVID.
Man, I wish I'd go back to being a kid.
Poor Regis. Him and Kelly. Anyway, he was live with Kathy Lee forever, you know, him and Kathy Lee. Man, he was not only.
I don't even know what she was famous for, but
he was 89.
Wow. I mean, that's a solid life.
For sure.
I'll be lucky if I make it that far.
All right, we have our challenge. You ready? It's simple and straightforward. Just keep or maintain both of your hands together with fingers interlock and palm closed behind your back. Make sure don't rest your hands on your back.
I don't even think I could do that.
Keep a distance between them. See how long you can being last in position. You can also time yourself if you want to. Minimum is 1 minute only.
I mean, when my arms go back behind me, my hands just fall into my low back.
Right.
I don't have the
shoulder. I don't got that kind of extension to do that. Sorry.
Oh, I just did it and they popped. But I'm using the pillow behind me to hold them up.
I don't even want to try. I know what mine's gonna look like.
Yeah, I don't have shoulder extension like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So you win, sir.
Ta-da! You win nothing. Absolutely nothing. Congratulations.
Thanks for playing the game.
Thanks for playing.
Whoa. You get a high five.
You get a sword and you get a sword. Everybody's getting swords. Everybody's getting whales. A brand new car. Oprah. Old Oprah.
Right. I mean, that was a good stretch to pop my shoulders, I suppose.
Reviewing every major fitness squat rack. Budget meets versatility. Garage
hell?
gym reviews. Just looking at YouTube links. Trying to find inspiration about what to talk to.
Right. Yeah, we're kind of out of the groove a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Look good, feel good at any age. Josh Bridges training at 40. Come on, guys. Just one shot. It can also
just
give you
tried it.
guys
I gave it a shot and
a-
it didn't happen.
pretty good stretch. Yeah, I understand. It'll give me a good stretch. It's literally stretching.
Does this guy not understand I tried? Didn't work?
Yeah.
Christ.
I don't want to be a part of your weird yoga cult. Leave me alone.
I
That's-
did shoulder extension yesterday.
If you like yoga, that's great. Just don't bring your yoga over here. It's like
Here,
if
I'll stand up and try off camera. 1 sec.
if you like running, don't bring your running camp over here. Oh boy, here we go. Didn't work.
Not happening.
Not happening.
These shoulders don't move that way yet.
Oh, did Pat McAfee leave Raw? Dang.
What do you mean Raw? Raw what?
Raw.
Wrestling?
Monday Night Raw. Yeah.
Pat McAfee was on Monday Night Raw.
He was a ringside announcer, yeah. I think it's because he has to do like college game day stuff now. But
That guy's living a life.
oh, he's got it made, yeah. I feel like I can't believe he would leave Raw. It's legit for sure. Yeah, it's something for sure.
Legit in what way? Like, what does that help you?
I know, right?
Not gonna help my bench press. I can tell you that.
Pat McAfee is leaving WWE for a while. Let's read why.
Yeah, I guess I'm curious to see how the strongman stuff carries over, but I'm not going to do any like traditional barbell movements when I go back, so I won't know for a while.
What are you gonna do?
Like weird variations.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very bummed out that tonight will be my last trip to the wonderful WWE family for a while. Football season is starting. Yeah, that's what I figured, which is awesome. But the WWE family is where I'm supposed to be. And I know that, and I hope they do too. All right, let's have a day. He added.
Yeah, like I'll probably try the Duffalo bar for first.
I think it sucks. On bench or squat or both?
Bench. Squat, I'll go to the like transformer or the safety
Cane
bar.
bird, the old cane bird.
Ooh, maybe not. I don't know.
God, that thing sucks.
Because I'll probably keep the cambered bar in for deadlifts, box squats, like that spider bar on box squats.
Mm-hmm.
Although the person who we thought donated this stuff to the gym asked for it back, so I don't even know if we're gonna have.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You guys are in a wild position, huh?
Yeah, to say the least.
I went to your guys' gym page for the first time the other day. I was just looking at some gym setup stuff that you guys did, and then I looked at all the trainers that are listed on your page, and I was like, "Holy mama!"
Yeah, I don't know that all of them actually actively participate in training people
You
at the
need
gym,
to-
but
You need to tell them to update your picture, by the way.
yeah, mine is by far the most neglected one. For sure.
It's like that's not the same guy.
No, it was like 20, 30 pounds ago.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny, but yeah, man, I was just like, "Good God!" Like I kept scrolling. I'm like, "Holy, how many people are on here?"
Yeah, he tries to get a lot of people to be able to coach, but I would say that actually the ones that are there doing the coaching most of the time, there's probably like 3 or 4 of us.
So does he just make you guys pay the membership fee and then that's it, or does he take a cut of what you do too?
I just pay a fee,
Gotcha.
just monthly rent.
I'm looking into maybe doing that in the short future, but we'll see. That
Yeah,
also, that makes me nervous though, because it's like That's my brand. That's my company. That's my everything. So it's like, if I hire someone on underneath to represent my company, then by God, you better be doing what I need you to do to help people to actually get results. So it's a little it's a little nerve wracking, but
No, that's yeah. I would have a hard time doing the same.
but you know, passively, if I get them to just pay for the whatever, then you know, that's beneficial towards me also. So we'll see. People are starting to understand too that when they do come to my gym, opposed to the other two that are in town, they're like, this feels more comfortable. Like it's more of a comfortable environment. They're not like, their clients aren't like worried about what other people around them are doing or what's going on over here or who's looking at them or judging them or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's good. That's a positive. We've cultivated a good environment.
How do you think you've established that?
Just picking the right people. Picking the people that actually aren't those people, like that do those types of things, I feel like, you know? So I don't know. Application process helps a lot. So
do you ever tell anybody no?
I've told a few people no, or I told people like we can try and see. I'll give you like a free trial, see how you do. But I tell people I'm very straightforward and very honest with people up front. Like, we have good people here. We have great people here, and we are not going to allow anyone to mess with that. So if you don't fit in, you don't fit in. And
takes one bad apple, right?
Yeah, I won't tolerate that. Because like my morning crew right now is awesome. Like all those people that roll through there in the morning, they are phenomenal, and they feed off each other, and they're fun, and they talk well, and they communicate well, and they're excited for each other. And you know, people are like, well, how do you get up at 3 a.m. to go train? I'm like, because I got those people coming in to look forward to. Like, they make my job easy. So I don't dread going to see those people.
Right. Makes it easier, right?
Yes. Oh, shout.
I'm probably going to get back on the early morning train.
You think so?
Yeah.
Get away from the people you don't want to be around, huh?
I just am more productive that way, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand that.
I find the trap of not doing things is much larger later in the day.
That's fair. I will agree with that. What else?
May have to have like a hard cutoff of like no training people after 5 or something.
I'm done with you. Leave me alone.
It's just, yeah, I don't.
What's crazy is
the juice is worth the squeeze then.
We got all of our cages up, and now I'm getting literally messages daily like, hey, can I do lessons? Hey, can I do this? Hey, can I do that? Yeah.
You're crushing it right now.
Yeah,
I guess. I'm in a dip. I was going up, and then it's coming back down.
It'll come back. It'll come back. I've seen you do it all. It always does. Yeah. All the faith in the world. I tell people that all the time, like when they want to get into this, and they're like, well, what's your like income look like? And I'm like, it's dependent on you, dude. Like, it's not.
There's and even then it fluctuates, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not
great months, bad months. Great months. Like if you can't learn to live in the dips, then you can't learn to live in the peaks. So like,
yeah. And then I have a couple clients that pay 3 months at a time, so like, or a few weeks at a time, right? And it's like, those are nice when they come around, but they're obviously not as consistent as every month.
Right. Yeah, and then you're like, okay, I have this money. I could do cool things with it, but I have to chill, you know?
Lately, I've been having to fix my truck, which has been frustrating. Yesterday, another $800. I'm like, God, jeez. Every time I get money that I think I can, stack and store away, that happens.
That's been us the last 3 months. We're just been like, fix this here, fix that there, buy this thing here, do this over there. Oh, that costs more than we thought. Let's do that. But we got, which is funny, we got the cages up and we've been like wrapping wire and then double crimping and getting the thing to tie, but we only single crimped one side. And then, so I was hitting yesterday with a kid and he hit the line and the line fell. And I'm like, oh my God, now I got to get back up there. And fix that. But, it's just,
They're all good problems to have.
yes.
It's like having your own building.
It's wild. It's weird. You walk in, you're like, wow, this is cool. But there's headaches for sure. You know, you have to be able to understand that like there's never going to be probably not an issue or not something that you're thinking about improving either. So that's the problem with me is I'm always like, how can we improve that? How would this look over there? What if we got this? What if we moved that there? What if we did this? You know, so you have to be, I'm like, I don't know that I'll ever be satisfied, but the space that we're in now is incredible. Like everyone that comes there is just like, holy cow, this is cool. Like, so that's huge. It's finally what I envisioned it to be. So
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I feel like I got to figure out something.
yeah. Oh crap. I meant to freaking, that's how busy I am. Zach reached out to me because he's moving to his new place. And he was talking about like just trying to start like general population client stuff because he works primarily with athletes. He's like, I'd like to pick your brain about it. And I'm like, yeah, we can talk anytime. And
It's way harder.
that's what I said. It's like, he's like, I feel like it's a tough thing. And I'm like, yeah, it is. You're not wrong. Like, but you just have to kind of,
I mean, you can find the people with that drive. It's just there's not as many.
yeah. I'm like, it's not like training athletes, and it's definitely not training kid athletes either. Like there's obstacles and hurdles that I didn't ever think would be a thing, but they are. So I'll have to talk to him about that. But
I feel like the hardest thing I have to do with people is try to get them to understand, like, if you put this first, everything else will get better. But like once again, just I think that's some people's mentality and other people's just not. You know.
that's what I've been keeping at the forefront of my life currently. It's like, don't stop, just keep doing this stuff. You can't get through the rest of what you have to do if you stop this. So just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And you'll feel fine. You'll have energy. You'll keep getting through your day. Like, but if you stop, you're going to be miserable. So don't stop. Keep going. So,
Right. That's how I feel today. I'm like, man, I just want to go to Red Rocks, and I'm like, go do your workout before you go.
yeah, jump them. Just go do it. That's how I am for sure.
I will. It was just, sleep was so good today. I was like, oof.
It's like I said, I had a morning practice at 7:30 this morning, and so I went all day, like I got done at like 6, then I had to go back to the gym, got done at 7:30, and then Arlie, freaking Arlie, I hate you, left I sold him a squat rack, and he left a J hook, and he left a squat handle, and so I had to drive all the way to freaking Springfield last night, which is an hour away to take him that.
Should have made him come get it.
Oh, he can't come do it. He can't drive down there. I'm like, whatever, dude. Anyway, so took that up to him, and then I got back tonight, and I was like, man, I get to sleep in, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, I have practice in the morning. Can't do that. So sleep has been a little limited lately, but we're working. That's what kids go. They're like, how much sleep are you getting? Because I tell them how important it is, and I'm like, oh, 5 to 6, I'm good. Don't worry. I'm different
Like
than
during
you.
this season, not a much.
Right.
But,
There's peaks
seasons
and
ebbs and flows.
yeah, peaks and valleys of sleep as well. So when the winter rolls around and I don't have to coach baseball, it'll be way better. So.
Yeah, I think I'm coming into my season of better sleep.
I don't know. Is that good or bad?
I'm gonna make the best of it.
There you go. That's all you can do.
That is all you can do. Yeah.
Who's at Red Rocks tonight?
It's reggae on the rocks, so a bunch of white guys trying to play reggae, and then some old school reggae bands.
Bunch of white guys trying to play reggae.
They're good. I enjoy them.
That's good. That's probably a pretty chill night.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Is it less packed for that stuff, or is it still a ton of people?
It's a ton of people. It's like an all day thing. It starts at like 2.
How far of a drive is that, you said?
For me, about an hour.
That's not bad.
Not terrible.
I hate being in cars though, so
That's fair.
they're all terrible when you have to go that far.
It's my happy place, so I gotta go.
Oh, I turned my mic around the wrong way. I was like, what's happening?
Good little mental reset, I think.
Yeah. I think my wife wants to go build fence today for her dad, so I'm like, oh.
Oof. That's rough.
Oh, but she texted me. Hang on, it was funny.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Well, he did so much help for us at the building too. She's like, she said, can you come to my parents today after your podcast or not? And I said, if you want me to, I will.
It's
Does it?
just supposed to be a yes, Nathan.
Oh, dude.
Don't be difficult.
You built fins before? You ever built fins?
No, but I hear about the digging the posts are not fun.
That's probably the best part, to be honest, in my opinion.
Oh.
Digging the post, yeah, digging like the corner post, not fun, but like hitting T-posts into the ground, that's not that bad. I hate the meticulous stuff where you have to wrap barbed wire and string wire and walk wire because it's so hard to maneuver.
No, it's not a picket fence. It's like a
like barbed wire fence. Yeah.
uh,
Oh, it's a pain, dude. Stuff sticks on you, and you gotta wrap it, and then it won't come off, and then you lose your tension, and you gotta pull it again, and you gotta. Oh, dude, it's a pain. But anyway, that's probably what we have.
It comes with the tax, right?
Pay the man, like Zingler says. You got to pay the man every day.
You do.
His content's been on point lately, I feel like. Which it's always good, but
Yeah, that guy's always hitting the nail on the head.
it's amazing. Yeah, I'm like, how do you come up with so many ways to say the same thing over and over and over again that seems brand new, but like, good
Lots
for
of
you, dude.
practice.
He does it. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good at it. I think he was just on podcast with Steven. So maybe that'll be a good listen, or they were working on one or something, but his shirts were cool. I liked his were good shirts. Those voodoo shirts. They're pretty cool.
Oh, Steven?
Yeah.
Did you buy his book?
Not yet. I'm going to. Did you read it yet?
No, I have not read it yet.
It's pretty
It's
interesting.
very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems pretty interesting for sure.
Crazy to know people that write books.
What did we just bought for our group study? What was that book we got? It's an interesting one. I can't think of what it's called now. Hold on.
You got to get him to read Legacy, bro.
Thought about it. It was on the list. Mindset was also on the list. And then this one too.
I need to read that Grit book by Angela Duckworth. I guess she has a TED Talk on it too.
Ah.
That's the thing, I think.
The
know.
Mountain is You.
Yeah.
Transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery.
Sounds like a good book. I might need to pick that one up.
It's got a workbook with it too, so.
A workbook. That's fascinating.
So that's our next book study at
Mountain.
EAP.
See if I can get this on Apple Books.
Probably. Brianna West is the author, I think. The Mountain is You. Oh, it's a best of Book Talk and Amazon charts. Ooh. Brianna Waste.
Yeah, there's an I in there, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can definitely get it on here.
There you go. I added to your life today. You're welcome.
Yeah. Might be my saving grace. Never know.
Could be the one.
Definitely seems like good timing.
Yep.
She's got another one. 101 essays that will change the way you think.
I had to read that in college, dude.
Was it good?
It's all right. I don't like
Great
reading.
title.
I don't like reading essays. I don't like reading essays. No.
I feel like it would be nice because they're each short. Or shorter.
Ugh, God, dude, I hate English. Hate it. Don't like reading stuff like that. Just want to read a book. Give me the book.
It's understandable.
Ali Ritchie wants to send me a message about pitching lessons. Well, I don't want to do pitching lessons with your 9-year-old because they are not going to. No,
You do pitching lessons or just hitting?
both. We do both. Pitching when they're 10 is super easy. Here's the mechanics. Here's the fundamentals. Go.
Fair.
Which is cool, but where are these people from? They look so sad. Hey, I have an 11-year-old boy interested in pitching lessons. I had a friend suggest EAP. What are your prices? $700 a year. or maybe an hour, $700 an hour. That's what I meant. Hey, thanks for reaching out. You always have to be so cordial.
True.
Always be overly polite.
Yeah, I have to find a fine line because I don't talk that way normally. So it's like,
It's hard. Yeah, it's a skill. It's a skill for sure. It's super hard. I'm like, I don't want to talk like this. I just want to be like, here's my prices, leave me alone. But you gotta do it.
And I will either, right?
You gotta play the game. You gotta play the game.
This is true.
I only do 30-minute sessions now.
For baseball stuff?
Yes, for like younger kids. Now my older kids, I'll go for an hour, but like younger kids, their attention spans are just they can't.
Not there yet.
Plus with pitching too, like if you go an hour, that's a lot of throws you're making if you're not careful. So you have to really kind of save their arms, and you don't want to throw them to death and throw them to death and throw them to death.
That's fair.
We also offer them a discount if they buy multiple sessions in advance. We give them a little bit of a discount. So
That's nice.
yeah. You're gonna go train right after this?
Yeah. I'll go. I just got wrist stuff to do. I did elbow stuff yesterday on accident when I was supposed to wait till today. So
Does the wrist stuff just bother the crap out of you? Does it hurt? Does it
it's not
bother?
comfortable.
No, it is not. And man, I hate it. I'm like, this hurts.
Yeah, it's
I got bad wrists.
not the best, that's for sure.
No, it's highly uncomfortable. It's a lot like the neck for me. Just does not. It is not a comfortable position, but man, it feels better after. I will say that.
Right.
Feels really, really good. I'm going to try to go convince my wife not to go drive T-Post today. We'll see if it works. I'll take the child for 3 hours. You go take a nap. No T-Post driving. That's what you do. When you come down here, we'll give you the full experience. We'll let you go build fence with us. That boy can drive some T-Posts.
Right. I've thrown hay bales before. That shit.
Have you? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
It's rough.
That is a rough one as well. Easy way to make money when you're a kid, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it was worth the money, but yeah.
Looking back on it, no. But as a kid, you were like, yeah, have to have it.
It was the girl I was hanging out with. Her grandpa had us do it, and it was not ideal. That's for sure.
This is an all-day affair, too. That's the problem.
It was, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about all you can say. Yep.
Yeah. I got like $20 for throwing 80 hay bales.
Yep.
It was rough. I was like, this is a rough way to make a living.
Yep. Yeah, because you don't understand that they're trying to save as much as they can because they got to make a profit. So they ain't going to pay you very much.
No, and I wasn't even expecting to get paid. It was just, in hindsight, I was like, that was the hardest $20 I've ever earned.
There's way easier things to do.
Especially nowadays, right? Like,
Jeez Louise.
I'm trying to find more weight for my gym currently right now also. So
More plates, more dates.
need more plates, need more dates. I actually need these weights too. Where are they located? Tulsa. Nope, not driving to Tulsa. That's a trip. That's a 2-hour trip. Maybe if they meet me in Neo Show. I doubt it though.
What a name, Neo Show, huh?
Yeah. Neo Show.
Is that Missouri or Oklahoma?
Right on the border. Right on the border.
Which one is it? Neosho, Missouri, and Neosho, Oklahoma.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Old Missouri. And we have
There's a real-
Seneca and then Joplin and McDonald County.
Maybe I'll just move down there and come work for you.
Come on down. You can just run my gym for me. We'll let you live in there.
Yeah.
We got to move our house in the next week. Actually, they moved up our closing date. We were supposed to close in October, and now they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, we're closing September 5th now." And I'm like, "Huh?
Oh, what are you guys gonna do? You live with your parents? Is that what the deal is?
No, we found an apartment. We're just gonna move into it for the time being, and then
What do apartments go for down there?
probably more than a rent or more than a mortgage on a house right now. It's pretty stupid, actually.
Well, what was like the average going rate that you found?
1,000 to 1,200.
About half much here.
Hey, cost of living and rates are coming down too. Interest rates and stuff are coming down out here.
Well, of course, because there's an election about to happen.
Yep. Can't wait to see how that turns out.
We know how it's going to turn out.
God, if it's blue, these people are gonna riot. Can you imagine if she's gonna be the president?
She is at the moment.
No, she's not. Neither her nor Joe are the president.
Well,
God, dude, she's wild. That's just wild. That. Oh, I don't want to get into politics. Leave me alone.
it's an interesting world we live in.
It is a definite interesting world. Hey, Trump's going to try to figure out why all these autoimmune disorders are happening since 1989. He's going to put a special panel together to try to investigate it. Why all these chemicals are in our food and stuff.
I have a couple ideas why, but
They want us to be weak.
yeah,
And
leave stuff
fragile.
to government, and that's why the only way you win is personal excellence.
Agreed.
I
Keep
think no
chasing
matter
it.
who's in that office, I don't think it really matters.
No, it does not. It does not. I tell people that a lot. Like, oh, it matters. I'm like, eh.
Might not wake up tomorrow, so does it really?
Right. Does it matter in the grand scheme of things? Absolutely not. Does it matter at the local level where I'm at? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard to figure out what matters anymore.
Yourself and your, like you said, personal gain and excellence.
Yeah. Well, personal excellence, gain is whatever.
Well, I
Fulfillment
mean,
comes from serving others, right?
how about gaining a better version of you? That's a better way to put it. I don't know. But yes, serving others is 1,000% more fulfilling than anything in the world. So
That is what your good book teaches.
it is. You're right. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Slowly converting.
Yeah, right. Don't even.
I mean, I think the moral values are good and the main things. I just,
Yeah.
The
big overwhelming idea is what you're hung up on. I get it.
well, I think that's just a way for people to understand it and comprehend it.
It's fair. All fair statements. I will not, whatever. Hey, I like Daniel's approach on the Bible. I've been watching a lot of it. Like, I follow a lot of his stuff, and I like what he does with the Bible. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's obviously good stuff, and it's just we as humans always find a way to take good things and manipulate them to our gain. So
Correct.
it's like, okay, well, what
Christianity.
are you being taught that's for you or going to help you as opposed to help someone else as far as them having control or power type thing?
Christianity has hurt a lot of people. I get that.
It's like the word manipulation, for example, is always has a negative connotation, but it's like, well, if you can manipulate into somebody into doing better for themselves, is that a negative thing?
Right.
Right? I don't know.
It's all about the
Yeah, well-
intent. What's the intent of someone's actions is what it boils down to.
Right.
Am I going to help you or am I going to hurt you with this? That's the goal. Of course, I mean, I might hurt you a little bit and you just go through some pain, but it'll make you better in the long run.
I would say, like, if the things you do are for selflessness, you're probably not going to do wrong at that
Right.
point.
Yep. That was the good quote that, let's see if I can find it. I'm slow, so maybe I can't, but our superintendent is he's very pro serve,
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, the quote about I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was a joy. So it's like it's a really good quote. So
Yeah.
keep focused on serving other people. I try to focus on that too at school. It's like, what am I here for? What is my purpose? My purpose is to help these kids understand that there's at least one person in their corner that they can count on and they can rely on and they know is going to be consistent and excited to come and help them every day, So
Right.
if you come to my class and you forget about all your problems in the world and I can be a part of that for 45 minutes of your day, then I have accomplished my goal. So, because it's hard for kids out there now, man. It's a mean old world out there.
I mean, it's probably good to expand that to it's hard for everyone, right?
No, yeah. No, I agree. I'm just saying I'm not one of those people. There are a lot of people that are like, oh, it's the kids. I'm like, no, it's not. Don't talk to me. I'll fight you. It's not the kid's fault that you're lazy and don't want to do your job. And you don't want to be excited about being around them.
Right.
Trying to fix my microphone thing.
Oopsies.
I broke it. But you don't want to be around kids. You like the adults. Of course, I was about to say, I don't know. Do you?
Once again, it goes back to the people that are willing to try.
There you go. You just want the triers. You don't care how old they are. Not the criers, the triers, everyone.
Not the crier, the trier. Yeah, there you go.
I actually almost made a kid cry first day, so that was weird.
Jeez.
Well, he was being a weenie. He's like, Coach Jones, we got to run every day. I'm like, no, not every day. So just shut up and run for 15 minutes. He was like, that was really mean. I'm like, I don't care. Shut up. Run.
Making kids run? How dare you? You know better than that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was making them jog, and we had 4 waves going at one time, so they had to run once every, 45 seconds over and back on a basketball court. Oh, no. You poor child. Whatever will you do? That class is all about just survival and manage the chaos, because those freaking 64 middle schoolers in one class, man.
Oh, it's that class. I was thinking you're making baseball players run. I was like, you know better than me.
Oh, no. That's what they're all so scared. They're like, when are you going to start making us run poles? And I'm like, you guys just don't understand yet.
If anything, you're just going to run sprints.
Yep. We do base running to get better at base running and get in shape for the thing that we're going to do.
What is that, 90 feet?
Yeah. I said, that's why I told them, I was like, what's the farthest you run in a baseball game? At the most. They're like, well, if you hit home run, you're not running. I'm like, yep. So, if you run a triple, 270 feet. So, we're not going to do that very often. And it's not in a straight line usually either. So, anyway. Kids are funny.
Just working away here.
Getting some stuff done here. See all this stuff that... Oh no, I better not do that because that'll pull the mic out. I don't want to do that. All right, we'll fix it later. It's fine. Fix it when it matters.
Can't help yourself. You can't even sit still anymore.
Oh, dude, just boom, 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 all the time now.
And I hope this girl gets back to me today so we can schedule this interview next week.
She's probably busy, man. Erin's not there. You can't talk to her.
She's freaking crazy in a good way.
Yeah. That's probably why she's not answering. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she said she has clients on Saturdays, so we got to do afternoon pod. It was so funny when I asked her. She's like, Wednesdays are usually the best for me. And I'm like, the irony. We just switched from doing Wednesdays.
Yes. Well done. See? Good decision.
No, she said that was the best day for her.
Oh. Well, technically, I could do it. No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. There's no way.
We'll just stick to Saturdays. That's fine.
I mean, I have like right when 2:00 rolls around, I have from like 2:00 to like 3:15 off every day, but there's no telling where I would have to go sometimes. So,
Right. Not necessary. Seems like Saturday can work.
it can work.
Probably for
We
the
can do
majority
it.
of people.
We could do it. We can do it.
If anyone can do it, we can do it.
It's us, baby. It's us. We got it. Don't let it die. Keep rowing the boat. You know who we need?
Carrying the boat. Who's going to carry these boats?
That's why I told my kids the other day they didn't understand what I was talking about. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, God dang, dude.
Go read a
Book is-
David Goggins book. What's wrong with you?
I also made a reference to the Matrix the other day with Mr. Anderson because some kid's last name was Anderson. I was like, Mr. Anderson. And he was like, what the heck? I was like, oh my God.
You guys are uncultured swine.
You freaking turds. How do you not seen the Matrix? I'm like,
Because at this point, it's almost 30 years old. Bro.
it is old. What was that, 1998? Is that right?
98 or 99.
God, that's wild.
I mean, it's everyday life, but
Such a great movie.
And it's a good one.
Then it got weird. 2 and 3 got weird. 2 is pretty
Yeah, I don't
good.
know if I really watched those two as much.
3 was weird. And then the new one they made, God, it was so bad.
was it?
Oh, it was terrible.
I've been hearing the new Alien movie's really good.
I don't understand anything about those movies because I never watched them. So I don't. Is there like a timeline?
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, so this one takes place after the original one.
Ah, okay.
And like the Alien vs. Predator movies are before the original one.
Okay.
And I don't know. I saw a post with it like all chronologically laid out.
That's what I need. I need those posts like with the Marvels and stuff like that. I'm just like, put them in order for me and I'll watch them. Like,
I watched those in the order that they happened when they put them on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I wasted so much time.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Don't feel bad.
21
Okay.
movies.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Don't feel bad. It's kind of cool though. Like
I
you
just-
see it all come together.
Back to what I used to do all the time. Like I used to set an hour aside every day to play Madden, and I'm like, could have been so much further in life had I not been doing this shit.
Oh, you're not tempted by the new college football game, huh?
I am a bit, but like at the same time, it's like I could probably be more productive.
Oh yeah, we all could, but
Yeah, I guess downtime is. I have an addictive personality, so
yeah. If you start, ain't gonna start.
yeah, moderation is a hard thing for me to walk the line up. I guess.
I walked the line. Oh man,
Get it, Johnny.
the Wheaton Annual.
Burning ring of fire went down.
Right now, with my voice being almost gone, I could probably get that low, but normally, no.
People are always confused at how I can make my voice change. I'm like, I don't know. I've tried to mimic Johnny Cash so many times.
Yeah. Went down. See, I can do it.
Is that what this is going to turn into? It's
No, God
who
no.
can get to Johnny Cash tone?
Or
best?
the Josh Turner, the country singer, dude, the Long Black Train song. That dude's got a
Lock the door and turn the
Yes.
lights down low.
his voice goes way down there. Way down there.
Yeah, and you look at him and you're like, that's that guy's voice?
Right? That's what a lot of
Like,
singers
that's
though. You're
crazy.
just like, that guy? Really?
Or like Sam Elliott has one of the coolest voices.
Yes. I love Sam Elliott.
And he'd be like, Coors Banquet beer. And you're like, wish I had a voice like that.
Pride Nation. All you Coors people out there supporting all the LGBTQ2s.
Everyone does at this point in time. It's
Correct.
They're just in it for the money.
Correct. Don't be a sellout.
I don't know. Like anyone can do whatever they want. Just leave me out of it.
Just leave me
I
out
want
of
to
it.
be left alone.
I'm going to
Just wanna be
Hawaii.
left alone. I want to just,
I'm going to
wanna
Alaska.
fucking- somewhere. Just leave me. Oh yeah, I'll go be a beach bum somewhere.
Let's go build a gym in Alaska.
I'll just Tom Haviland it and just work out outside.
That guy's insane.
That guy's got the life.
He's insane.
Doesn't even show his face on social media.
It's the wildest thing that he just still hasn't. Good night.
Crazy. I mean, he's a big enough freak. No one cares.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's a serial killer though in another life, you know, because it's like that guy is literally the epitome of a scary movie. Like that's Jason reincarnated in my mind.
Maybe. Or he just prefers his privacy.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's like
Smart move on his part.
that's the guy that's in scary movies coming to kill you and your family on Friday the 13th.
Right.
Oh man. What are you posting on your story? Stop it.
Just, reels of other people.
All I do on YouTube Shorts now is just run into all those like Elon Musk and John Lemon interview clips, and they're so freaking hilarious.
I don't think I've seen those ones.
Oh, he just roasts him all day. They're just Don
Elon
Lemon
does?
roasts, huh?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. He's like, I get it, Don. You're in favor of censorship, and I'm not. You can call it moderation is just a fancy political word for censorship. You can say it all you want. It doesn't make it right. Oh man, just
And where would we be without Elon?
screwed.
Right?
He was trying to like Don made a quote that was like, "Well, would you say that the statistics show that since you've controlled over Twitter or X or whatever you call it, that racist comments and hate speech and all that stuff is inclined, and more posts are being made about that kind of stuff." He's like, "Yeah, but that's what you people do. You twist the statistics because." While people might be posting those more, the amount of views that those posts are getting is significantly lower than when other people are running the platform because they're not brought to light. So we don't bring them to light. They're not getting as many views. Yes, they're probably being more posts, but we don't moderate. It's free speech, dude. Like we can't. He's like,
Isn't
we're not.
it weird that free speech is like a thing that people don't like?
Yeah. That's what he was saying. He's like, I get it, Don. You're in favor of censorship and I'm in favor of free speech. Like, I get it. He's like, that's not what I'm saying. I want some responsibility and some moderation. He's like, it's free speech.
Or like one thing I think about quite often, I feel like, is I can remember in elementary school being taught sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yes.
Like when did that become like a bad thing?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell kids when they get offended to go cry in their safe room, so that's fine. I'm like, don't be a snowflake. Don't cry in your safe room. We don't have those here. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Or like I wonder, like people that are hated all the time. Like it's a very interesting life you have to live to be like public enemy number one.
Yeah.
Like Elon, for example.
Yeah.
Like, everyone hates that. It seems like.
Yeah. But he embraces it. He didn't care. He's like, because that's what Don was like. Don's like, I've had more people call me the N-word and this and that on social media since you took it over. And he's like, and that's what he said. He's like, people say terrible things about me every day, Don, and I just choose to ignore them. Like, get over it. There's people that are going to be like that all over the world. Like, you can't control what they say. You just have to get over it. It's like, yeah, just ignore it. You allow you control what you allow to affect you. So if you want that to affect you, then go ahead. But I don't care. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I had my Uber driver even tell me yesterday, only worry about what you can control.
yep.
I'm like, fair enough.
Control the controllables. God, I say that in practice a lot. Because kids will be like, well, I'm like, can you control that? No. Okay, then shut up. Like, we don't care. Well, the other team did. I don't care what the other team did. I care about our team. Us. The other team didn't boot that ground ball. You just booted. Okay, we can control that. So can control it. All right. Or like when you run your mouth, you can control that. Shut up. Freaking dum-dum. Get kicked out of the game. I got kids that want to talk, so because they've been allowed to.
Won't talk?
They just want to run their mouth a lot because they've been allowed to, and like it's okay to be competitive, but controlling your emotions and keeping your mouth shut is also a skill as well. So don't be one of those people that everybody has to look at when you're out on a baseball field. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't bring attention to yourself. Yeah. Come play. Come be my assistant coach. I teach you to football. My kid's screaming. I'm curious what's going on out there. I have to go rescue mom.
Yeah, it's probably time to end this, anyways.
It's been good. Hour 45. We're back, baby.
Yeah, we are. We're back.
We're back, baby. All right. Well, go enjoy your workout and then hopefully go enjoy the Red Rocks.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Not same time, but sometime next Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully with a guest, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. We haven't had a guest in a while.
No.
Yeah.
Not
I'm tired of your face. Get out of here.
fair. I am tired of my face as well.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too, man.